Hey, how we doing today? It's Thursday, April 13th. You're listening to the podcast by Amada. Today we got a great show for you today. We have adult film star Ricky Johnson. How we doing?
I'm pretty good, just chilling. How are you doing?
Oh, doing well, doing well. Hey, when did you know that you wanted to be in the adult industry?
Uh, High school?
Okay,
Or maybe like early elementary. No, not early elementary. It's probably high school. I remember. I used to watch a lot of porn growing up.
right.
I used to like in my phone. One of my close friends at the time was on my phone, and in my notes I had like a list of like porn stars and stuff like that.
Okay.
And she was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh crap, I got caught." And then it's funny, like now that I'm in the industry, like a couple of those people that are on that list I've had sex with, so it's pretty cool.
Okay. All right. Now, who
But yeah,
back in high school, who would you like on film? Was there like a favorite one you used to like watching? A favorite actress?
Gianna Michaels for sure.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now, you have a new scene coming out with Dark X with Maddie O'Reilly called "Love Me Tender." Can you give a little more insight on that?
Yeah, that was a really a good scene. We had great chemistry. It originally wasn't supposed to be Maddie, but the other girl was late, so they just switched the girl last minute, and that's the first time I met Maddie.
Oh,
And then
okay.
she was pretty cool, and then like the scene just went really well. I really like working for Dark X. James Avalon, the whole crew, they're really chill. So like
All
it
right.
brings the best work out.
Okay. Cool. Now, you have a follow up to Babysitters for the Baumgartners called Adventures of the Baumgartners, and that's going to be released in May. Can you give a little more insight on that?
Yeah, I was working for Kay Bryant, who's a wonderful director. We were on, it was 3 days. Each set there was like 18 hours. That was like my first feature, so it's pretty like new to me. Usually I'm on set for like 4 or 6 hours max, and then be on set for 18 hours. I was like, whoa! But like, it came out really, 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 really nice, and it was like really fun to do. And I got to meet people on set and like really get to know people because you're with them all day. So it was pretty cool. She's a great, fantastic director, and it'll be a really, really good movie.
All right. Now, you were up for, or actually, I think you believe you won best male newcomer for AVN this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was watching on TV the 2016 AVNs, and I could have sworn I saw a glimpse of you in the pre introduction to it. Was that you, or were you there at the 2016s?
I was there, but I was like 2 months in, so I don't know if it was a part of the show. Definitely not, but I might have been like sitting down
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, because they were what they were doing is it was like they were doing like some scenes from the red carpet, and you were like between two girls, and I couldn't tell exactly who they were because it was such real quick. But I recognized you, and I was like, "Hey, I'm interviewing him tomorrow." So now you are also up for the same category for the XRCO awards, and those are going to be coming out April 27th. So good luck for that.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Now I understand you were also recently interviewed by a mainstream hip hop magazine called The Hype.
Yeah, the Hype magazine.
Okay, can you give a little more insight on when that's coming out, or what is basically going to be in the interview?
It came out recently, but it was pretty much just asking me questions about the industry and involving little hip hop with the questions that they asked, like my favorite music and things like that. It was pretty cool to
Okay,
get like a mainstream source to interview me.
all right. Now, because of my radio show and stuff, I get people getting, guys trying to get, oh, I can do that, I can easily do that, and I try to tell them, no, you can't. There's a lot more involved in this than what you think. So, can you give a little more insight on that, like camera angles, um, basically, like when they show like the POV thing, like right there, you got actually a person behind you holding the camera, and you're sitting there having to perform.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I get that all the time. People ask me, "Hey, I'm gonna like they're like telling me, like, hey, I'm gonna join the industry tomorrow. Watch out for me. I'm coming." Like stuff like that. Which, I mean, more power to them because, like, I'll tell somebody how I did it and like the best way to approach it, but
Yeah,
don't think it's easy
yeah,
because, like, you're right. When you do a POV scene, you gotta like bend your back all the way, stand up still, and the director's gonna come over you so the camera can be seen. and you got to get in very, very uncomfortable position. And you got to think about it like this: the most uncomfortable position is probably the most best looking position, and so you got to stay there for a long time. Like in your personal life, when you're having sex and it gets uncomfortable, you're gonna like quickly move to a more comfortable position.
Right.
But in porn, if it's uncomfortable and it looks well, you're gonna stay there just for a little bit longer than you normally would, just so it can look good on camera.
Right. Right. Now, can say it's a 20 to 30 minute scene. How long does that usually take? I mean,
Maybe 45, 50, because there's like editing, you know.
right. Right.
So you want to do more of the scene than what's being shown.
Right. Right. Now, is there a performer out there that you would like to work with that you haven't yet?
Um, Kendra Lust, Kelsey Monroe, and Luna Star.
Okay.
Those three I haven't worked with. I want to work with.
Okay. Cool. Now, also, now is there a company that you haven't worked with yet that you like to?
Well, I'm working for Brazzers next week, and that was what I would have said, but I'm working for them now. I guess Naughty America. I haven't worked for them yet, but that'd be cool to work for Naughty America.
Okay. Now, what's an ordinary day like for you when you're not shooting?
Working out or hanging out with my friends, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm like a pretty boring person. I just like roaming the internet.
All right. Okay. Now, do you PS4 or Xbox?
PS4 definitely.
Okay. And what would be some games you'd play on PS4?
FIFA, Mortal Kombat, NBA 2K, and Madden.
Okay.
Sometimes Call of Duty, but I play Call of Duty too much, so I kind of like drifted away from it.
Yeah, I play a little bit with that Call of Duty, and then Battlefield 4. I like that one.
Oh yeah, I played Battlefield 4. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, 'cause when I play video games, I just start to get too invested. I want to be the best at it, and like for video games, you gotta like put in the time, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Now, with your schedule, you probably travel a lot. So, do you cook or do you mainly eat out at a restaurant? And if you do cook, what kind of meal would you make?
I used to cook back in like early college, but then I just became lazy, and now I just eat out all the time.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Now,
like my refrigerator is empty, and everything in my house is just empty. Always eating out.
Okay. All right. Now, have any fans recognized you in public? And if so, do you got any crazy or funny stories?
Not crazy or funny, but I had a couple recognize me in public, and I thought it was pretty cool. I just like followed them on all social media because it was pretty cool for somebody to recognize me. So
Okay. Now, were you at in Denver for Exotica?
yes, I was at Denver for Exotica.
And were you there for a company or just on your own or?
I was signing for this company called Candy Adults.
Okay. All right. And how was
And
how was the experience there?
it was my first like Exotica, and they do them like 3 a year at different locations.
Right.
So it was pretty cool. It was similar to AVN's, like the expo part, and it was like you get the fans from like that Seoul state and stuff like that. So it's like a cool little vibe, see different people, and a good amount of performers also go, so you see some of your friends and stuff like that. You just hang out, chill.
Okay.
So it was pretty fun.
All right. Now, are you going to be attending the one in Chicago or in New Jersey?
Possible. I don't know. I might attend both or one of them,
Okay.
but I would definitely attend more in the future.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Now, where can the fans find you on social media?
They can find me on Twitter at Year of the Ricky and Instagram at Year of the Ricky, and you can find me on Snapchat at Klimob, which is CLIMOB.
Okay. All right. And a good handle there. I like that. Considering you just won newcomer of the year, so it definitely hopefully it'd be the year of the rookie for the rest of that stuff.
Yeah, I only made the handle last minute because my other one got hacked by my ex, so I had to make a quick handle, and I didn't know it would roll the way it did. So
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, hey, I'd like to thank you for being on, man. I do appreciate it.
thanks for having me. I really appreciate that.
And if you're here in the near future, man, if you got anything coming out, definitely let me know, and we'll get you back on for sure.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Bye. Bye.
All right, bye. All right, everybody. That was that was Ricky Johnson. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in, and like I said, you can find him on Twitter. He was the best newcomer for AVN this year. He's also going to be up for the same category at the XRCO Awards. You'll be able to, that show will be on April 27th. And what I'll do is his new stuff that's coming out. If you'd like to check that out, I will have that in the description. I'll have the links posted in the description on this video that you'll be able to find on YouTube as well as SoundCloud. So make sure you subscribe to this on YouTube as well as SoundCloud, man. We do appreciate it. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And this coming the 19th, one of our shows we have already booked. We're going to have adult film star Cindy Starfall. And that will be April 19th. So tune in. Make sure you tune in for that. And again, I want to thank Ricky Johnson for being on today. Do appreciate that, Ricky. I want to thank you guys for listening. You got a lot of choices to choose from, and you choose to listen to this. So I do appreciate that, and much continued support that you give us for me and the show. So I want to thank you guys for again tuning in, and we'll see you next time.